Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning. I'm actually really excited about introducing you guys to my friends, Dustin and Tiffany Wagner. I don't know about you, but when I've seen my friends' Facebook posts or their life complete thrive experience and who honestly changed my life by kind of opening my mind. So, hi guys.
Hey, how are you
Rachel.
doing? Can you hear us okay?
I can. Are you sharing earbuds?
We are not. We have separate earbuds in.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that would be really cute if you were. So, I was actually just starting with talking about how in the past I have typically,
Because otherwise I can't hear what she's
taken
saying.
a look at people in direct sales or network marketing and thinking, that's great for them, but that's not the life for me. And here we are, all three of us, working from home in this referral marketing space with a product that we love. And I thought, you know what? Let's introduce my Facebook to the couple that changed my life by opening my mind to not only products that change how I wake up every single day, but also a business. And so I would just like you to start sharing, introduce yourself to us, a little bit more about yourself, and then we'll go from there.
So we took our earbuds out. Are we still good with sound?
Okay. I can hear you. Let's ask. Can everybody hear us?
Well, we're gonna roll with it, so hopefully we can.
I can hear you just fine.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for having us on, Rachel. Dustin, formerly Bloomer, Wisconsin, now transplanted to Elk Mound.
Yeah, man, Rachel, I was listening to what you were saying, and I go back to that time when we had first started, and you and Ryan thought we were crazy. I know memories of Thrive-tastic Man just came up on Facebook when he dressed up, and I can remember some of the comments you made about.
Wait. You can't just blow past Thrive-tastic Man like that. So Thrive-tastic Man, for those of you who don't know who he was the thriving superhero dressed in full Thrive-tastic Man costume, who did the cold water challenge, which I do not recommend anybody doing, by the way. I do not endorse that challenge, but it was a pretty epic challenge in that it caught your attention, and you even commented on it and said you are nuts, but I might have to find out what you're doing.
Yeah. So
yeah, there's something to say about that. Yeah.
I can remember those messages way back then. So, I mean, if we bring it back, Rachel, to before we started thriving, really it was just the patience and energy, right? 3 kids, we were tired, we were exhausted, we were crabby with each other, with the kids. That is what my friend Shelly talked about when she was about Thrive. And I know that's when I started reaching out to you about starting your Thriving, those were the 2 things that were in the forefront of my mind, was just every mom needs this product, right? Every mom is tired and stressed and probably a little bit crabby, even if we don't want to admit that. And so that was all the reason behind those reach outs, and to you and to other people as well, way back before we were thriving, right?
Mm-hmm. And so that was in March of 2014. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got just over 5 years in. We got a little delay.
What happened?
So yeah, we're just over 5 years in now, which is just crazy. We just had some memories pop up of 5 years ago we started hit ranks in the company and doing things like that. And I tell you, those reach outs that she sent to you, they didn't come easy. I think you maybe heard this story before, but a lot of other people might not know this. The last reach out she sent to you, she was in almost tears and didn't want to send because it was, she felt she was bothering you. So I actually jumped over her shoulder and hit the enter button on that message to send it to you. So it's just crazy to think that, who knows, maybe if we didn't send that last message, how many lives wouldn't have been impacted now? Because you have created such a ripple on your team, so many thriving lives.
And I want to add to that because I remember your response to that message that was incredible. And you just said, I just do not have time for one more email, Tiffanie. I don't have time for this. I'm not interested in a free account. Thanks for thinking of me, but I'm good. And I remember looking at Dustin and saying, we're not going to get her. Yeah. She does not want this. I don't, it was like after all those messages, I kind of had the realization that she does not want this right now.
Well, I didn't know any better, obviously. And because of my message of saying, I just don't have time, I mean, that was an indicator that I needed not only the product, but, at night I was sitting there, laying there thinking, is this it? Is this how my day is going to go every day? I'm going to get up. I'm going to hustle to get ready. I'm going to get the kids ready. I'm off to work. I get home. I barely see them. And that's it, over and over and over. And that was tugging at my heart. And I didn't know why. And I didn't know that there was anything that could change that part of it in time, like opening up more time. So let's move into after you guys started feeling the effects of your Thrive experience and how you were feeling better. How did it change from about you guys and what it did for you into, oh my goodness, how can we, we need to share this with everyone, and then moved into a business opportunity to, change how you spend your days?
Well, I mean, that transition happened pretty quickly for me just because I knew all the moms in my network needed this, right? Because everybody's tired and stressed and crabby. I think what really, when we started realizing it was more than just patience and energy, that was when everything really clicked. And really that came, when Dustin's experience started.
I think I got more passionate about sharing it when I realized it was more than energy, because I could get energy from, energy drinks. I knew it wasn't healthy, but hey, I was a concrete guy. And I stopped at the convenience store, got my energy drinks, my chips, my donuts, and, I was good for the day. So I looked at it once my joints started, once I got that dexterity back in my, I could not share with my mom, my brother, my uncle, my aunt. They had to have it because they're all dealing with the same kinds of things. And when those results started happening, I felt it was more selfish to not share it than a bothersome to share, right? So that was kind of when I became more on board with, at least sharing it with people. I still didn't want anything to do with the business and myself. That was her deal. She could deal with this, stuff. But I got concrete to go do, but I had to at least share with them, so they could experience the benefits too. Working for them, they had to experience it.
And when the messages started coming in from people, other moms, our moms, for all the different things that Thrive was helping them with, it almost became, can I say addictive? Yeah. I mean, I never really had anything to offer people that could help change their lives, right? And so when we started getting those messages from people, oh my gosh, how could you stop?
That literally is what drives her. So if you're watching this and she's changed her life with Thrive, shared it with you, shoot her a message. My gosh, she loves those. And she actually has a file on her phone with all the great messages she's received from people, so that when she's having a rough day, like everybody has, she can go back to that file and just read through some of those lives she's personally changed. It's pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. I think it's great to have the background that I have in being a skeptic and waiting for 6 months, saying no for 6 months to you guys, because I just didn't have time to understand what the Thrive experience was. And what it is, a 3-step, easy, simple process of 3 products in the morning on an empty stomach that fill those nutritional gaps. And I think there's so many people looking for help in so many different areas. They have no idea that it could be just as easy and just as simple as filling in the gaps where they're needed. And thank you, because I didn't know it was going to be that simple. And man, I feel like the teenager self of myself because of you. I know in the beginning, I titled this From Trailer Home to Millionaires, which I know when we all started that was, yeah. Okay. So show us the picture here. Awesome. So share more about that, because I know it's kind of a tough, vulnerable part of your story, but it is an important part, because there's people meeting you right now that only know you as Dustin and Tiffanie Wagner, just powerhouse millionaires in Lavelle. But not everybody starts somewhere, right? So share a little bit about your dreams that started to wake up from where you were there to where you live, and how life has changed for you now.
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. Go ahead. It sounded like you were going to say something.
Well, it's been a crazy ride, a crazy 5 years, right? We actually named our team Go Ahead Dream Big, and our tagline is kind of got to give yourself permission to dream big, because we couldn't even be big as where we are right now. There's no way we could have dreamed that big. I remember, being 6-8 months in when when she hit that auto bonus, you guys, about that auto bonus, she hit that auto bonus at 6 months, and she got that extra check for 300. Like, I had goosebumps right now. 5 weeks, sorry, 5 weeks. See the accountant in her, just an accountant, bean counter lady, doesn't want to talk to people. Yeah. Yeah, concrete guy. When she hit that and she got that check for $300 extra, that was huge for us. I mean, she was driving around in a minivan that I had zip tied the front end together on, just band-aid together. We got kids in there, and that allowed us to go shopping. That was the first thing, we got to do. We got to go shopping for a new van. We just went and got a new minivan so we could take advantage of that $300. And I was able to put my family in a safer minivan because of that auto bonus. And that was huge. That was when I became believers in the company, and this comp plan that was crazy, because I knew people in other network marketing companies that worked their heinies off for years before they achieved that auto. That was big for us. That was ginormous to be able to do that. And man, our kids still talk about the minivan, how awesome the minivan was when we got it. It's kind of funny, Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What do you got there, babe? Where does your mind go with that?
I mean, I was an accountant in corporate America, and if I'm being honest, Rachel, we were living paycheck to paycheck. We were, just making our bills. So when we started this, and having no intention of really making a business out of this, we just thought, our product for free, we're going to at least refer those 2 people. If we can make a little bit of commission on the side, that's awesome. Maybe by the end of the summer, we'll be able to take the kids on an extended weekend, getaway or something, right? That is what our vision was when we started. And then things just kind of started snowballing. The messages started coming in. He calls me OCD. And I think that, getting those messages and kind of getting those messages into a file on my phone and things like that, everything kind of started moving. And before you know it, we started thinking, maybe we can do more than just an extended weekend with the kids. In the last 5 years, we've been able to take a few different dream family vacations, things that, we had only dreamt about, and making memories with our kids that we never saw happening, right? And then, a year into this business, we started thinking, wow, maybe we could start looking at a different house, but prior to doing this business, that wasn't in the plan.
Can we talk about what the breaker was for the looking for a new house? So if anybody's familiar with trailer houses, you get to deal with frozen pipes. I mean, that's just part of trailer house living. And I was underneath our trailer house, doing the army crawl underneath it, going under to take care of yet another broken pipe. And I had a flashlight in my mouth because the pipes break in the dark at night because they never break during the day. So I'm under there. I got a flashlight in my mouth. I'm army crawling under there to find the sleep. And I look down and there's a dead rat underneath my light right here. And where there's one, there's a story that where there's one, there's 10, 20, who knows how many. I could not get out of under there fast enough. And boy, I got out, I went upstairs, got in the house, and I looked at her and I said, that's it. I don't care what it is. We're doing this because we need a new home. I can't live here anymore. And then we really changed our mindset and realized that if we treated this business more than just a hobby, it was going to pay us better than just a hobby. You know, with the financial was already amazing with it, but there was unlimited potential, which I never got anywhere else. That's my career. For anybody who doesn't know, like what I started with is I started as a machinist. You know, I went to school to be a machinist, and within 4 years, I could see top pay, and I felt capped. I didn't like that. So then I went and I started my own concrete business. I'm like, oh, I'll have my own business. I'll be a business owner, and I'll be able to just keep making money and grow my business bigger and bigger. Well, guess what? The concrete world is a labor world, right? And you know, you have to be on every job site in order for the jobs to turn out right. So again, I was limited by my time, the amount of time I could spend physically at job sites, period. That's having just for more energy, so I could extend my days. You know, so again, my income became capped, and I didn't like that. I always had dreams. I've been saying since I was, and you know, most of anyone in my family knows, I've always been saying, I'm going to be able to retire by the time I'm 40. I'm going to be able to retire by the time I'm 40. Well, that dream had gone away, you know, probably 10 years ago. It had gone away, and I was like, I don't know if that's going to happen now. And now we have the vision that we would be able to have the option to retire at 40. I'm not saying I am not 40 yet, just so y'all know. I got 2 years yet. I won't say anything else. Everybody who knows us knows we talk around about this a little bit, but yeah. So you know that I don't think we'll be able to retire because we love what we do way too much. But it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think we could even transition that, you know, as far as the Thrive experience goes, we started for us, right? It started kind of selfishly for us. And then once we saw the potential of what it could do for others, we started sharing that. Well, then that transition went into seeing the vision with the opportunity, right? And again, kind of started selfishly for us, like we need to make this happen because we need to get out of this house, to also seeing the opportunity for others that we have brought into this business and what it could do for them. You know, we look at you and Ryan and Megan and Eric and Chad and Jody and all the things that, you know, all the things that have changed over the course of this business. And it doesn't stay about us very long, does it?
No, that's where the genuine start has to be. I mean, it's got to be something I believe, you know, you need to benefit, and then that benefit changes. Like you start your Thrive experience, and then you go and you end up referring to people to get your product for free. And then it's about them getting their product for free, and just keep sharing. And then the stories just come rolling in. The way they set this company up, you guys, if you don't know how they set Lavelle up, you know, this cloud-based, you know, debt-free company, they're very nimble because they're cloud-based. You know, they can change as needed. The comp plan is unheard of because they're cloud-based. They don't have big, huge brick and mortar building with all this, you know, fancy Lamborghinis in the front showroom. All that cut out that overhead, and they're able to pour into the comp plan. So if you ever wonder why we're able to talk about, you know, how amazing they reward us, that's why, because they cut out all that overhead. They progress to the new age before the other companies have, right? Now you're going to see more and more people jumping on board with that business structure, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel very lucky to have come across this, but also to have met you guys, you know, as one of the first people that I met when I moved to Wisconsin. And you know, it's cool how that happens through social media. You know, I love that we can have businesses open 24 hours a day all across the United States and in different parts of other countries, to be able to be there and provide products and business opportunities to anyone. We don't have to be face to face. You know, it's a worldwide company that essentially that residual income comes in while we're sleeping. And that's so cool. But people are, you know, skeptical. And what would you say to someone who's been watching and, you know, is skeptical of, okay, number one, do these products even work? And you must have gotten lucky just to get to where you are in this business. set them straight. Like, let's tell people the real deal of, that this really is something that could be great for anyone, as long as they like educate themselves on it. Let's do it for them.
Well, I don't think there's any question if the products work. All you have to do is that fan page on Facebook. All you have to do is take a look at our Facebook pages every day, when we're sharing about all the differences in our lives since we started thriving, right? So, there's no doubt about if the products work. Is there a doubt about if the business works?
Yeah, the business doesn't work if the products don't
No.
work, right? So yeah, those products are what drive this company. And boy, I tell you, we just got in at the right time, didn't we? That's all this. We got in the right time. We got people, you guys, there's people coming in right now that are still blowing to auto bonus in 5 weeks. And it's just pure passion. I mean, we see it all the time. You can literally, I know you see too, Rachel, and people that you're working with, you can see when they start, we posting and overposting on Facebook. They're bypassing the logarithms and stuff because they're just so excited and passionate, and they're dressing up in costumes and doing fun videos, and because they're excited. And that excitement's contagious, and that people want to be a part of that. We all want to be a part of something big, and that's what draws them in. And so anybody can blow this business up at any time. That's what I love. You just look in any town mall, and how many DFTs are you seeing? That dermafusion technology, that thing is so smart. I mean, when I looked at the marketing, I love marketing, right? I know you do too, Rachel, obviously coming from radio. When I saw that piece, I stuck it on my arm. I laughed at it. I'm like, what the heck is this sticker I'm putting on my arm? These guys are killing me here. But I go, you know what? If it works, it's genius, because we're walking billboards. So when you walk through the mall and you don't see anybody wearing it, that's because not everybody knows about it yet. We're from a small town. And we have, 6, 7 auto bonus earners in our town. We got multiple 200Ks, 80Ks.
Like 800 people.
Yeah, 800 people on our sign in town here, and it's town size doesn't matter, You can negate all those skeptical pieces when you just start looking at who's doing something. So go over to facebook.com/Lavelle Brands and check out that fan page, because you're going to see stories that are real people. You can search Rachel's name on there, our name on there, anybody's in your story on there, and see what Thrive's done for them and all the different walks of life. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest things that has grown this area and grown your network are events, and just getting in front of people and actually sitting and hearing how the Thrive experience has changed their life, has changed how they're functioning on a daily basis, has changed how they're able to interact with their family and their grandkids, and be able to go on vacation and not have to nap it away, or all these different stories. And so one of those is coming up tonight. I want you guys to share a little bit about what's happening tonight, and then anything else on your mind that you have wanted to share on this live video that I missed. And then we'll let people go.
Yeah, I think just, as far as the events go, what's really cool, and I think what's really surprising to a lot of people when they go to their first one, is there's nothing for sale. We are there really just to give information about the Thrive experience, to share local Thriver stories. I think that's key too. If you have any doubt about if these products are working, or anything like that, you can come to one of these events and see people from this town, from this area, that are sharing about how Thrive has changed their lives. And there's something almost magical, I would say, that happens when you get into a room full of Thrivers. The energy, the excitement, the hope in people that are not thriving yet. It's really just contagious, and I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other cool thing is you guys, there's like 137 people clicked as going to this event. So if you don't really want to be there and you just gonna kind of disappear into the people, you're going to be able to do that too. So don't feel like you're going to come in and you're going to be like shot, sales pitch straight up or stuff like that. That's not what it's about. It's so cool. And giveaways, we got music going on. We got giveaways going on every 5 minutes from 6 to 6:30. So we got the new Thrive Skin. Who's loving Thrive Skin right now? So that's going to be there as a demo. So you'll be able to actually experience the product. Yeah, right? Women are loving it. Guys are too, but man, the women are just blows my mind how this product is blowing up so in such a short time. So fun giveaways, lots of stories and information, and just being able to chat with people that you maybe didn't even know are thriving, and seeing how their Thrive experience is going face to face. It's just powerful. So yeah, and we've been doing events. Tomorrow actually marks the anniversary of our first Thrive local we did. That was 5 years ago. We had like 24 people at it. We were so excited about it. And guess what, guys? We did the exact same thing at that event as we're doing at this event for the most part. You know, it's a little, we haven't obviously grown and been able to amp it up a little bit, but it's kind of been a way that we've grown the business too as we've gone. And it's just, we try to do them every few months to keep people going. So we are excited. We appreciate you bringing on this, us on this live, Rachel. I don't think we have much more. I know we've gone about the half-hour mark. So yeah.
Thank you.
It's a longer interview, but just a lot of good stuff to share. And thank you so much, you guys, because, you know, without that persistent, positively persistent message that you sent me over and over and over, not thinking, oh my gosh, this girl needs to get it together, but oh my goodness, what could this do to change her life completely? And your bravery and courage in doing that changed everything for me. And then I was able to go on and do that for others. And we have a huge ripple effect going that wakes me up every single day with extreme excitement and passion for how we're helping people on a daily basis. So thank you guys, Dustin and Tiffany Wagner from Elk Mound, Wisconsin. Come visit us tonight at 29 Pines. And thank you again, you guys, for sharing and taking some time this morning.
Have a good day.
Thanks,
We'll see you
Rachel.
later.
You too.